Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Sunday and a great weekend. Well, guess what? I have a finish, and it is Sweet Summer Come Again by Blackbird Design. And I changed it up a little bit when I finished it. I just thought it needed something, got to have a little pizzazz or something. So, as you can see here, those are like supposed to be blank spots where the dots are. Well, I ended up putting red and a little touch of red right across the bottom. But it's finished. It's finished. Well, it's not fully finished, but it's finished until I can figure out what to do with it. So we might get brave and make one of these. I can't do that stitch around the outside, so it'll have to be something else. But we'll see. And I have some fiber fill that I was going to use. And I don't have any of the walnut shells. I haven't even looked into getting walnut shells or, crushed walnut shells or whatever they are. But, yeah, so far, this is what we've got, and I put my little signature down there. You can barely see it. You can see it better in the camera than you can in real life. And no, I haven't ironed it yet, so I just put it into a square. But this is about 5 by 5, and I was going to look next Thursday when I go to the if I go to the thrift store, then that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to see if I can find a small square frame. And if not, I'll make it into one of those. I don't know quite if I can do that or not. But, we'll see how that works. I'm not going to cut anything because there's a pretty good fair amount. Like, this is folded in half, so there's a lot of fabric there. I don't know why I started in the middle. Don't ask. I do crazy things like that. But, yeah, I'm sure there'll be plenty left over to do some little antique-y looking things or old-fashioned-y things. But I just wanted to show you that I did finish that. And we'll put it over there so I don't spill anything on it. Today, we are going to have a new start because, yeah, I just have to do this. So what we're going to start on is the Maydeer Aurora Borealis. And I started working before we get started. I know, yeah, we'll get there. Isn't that a gorgeous picture? It's just absolutely gorgeous. This is an 11 count, by the way, and what I'm going to say kind of pertains to 14 count. Now, I haven't done that many 14 counts, so I can't really, as far as this kind of stitching, it just seems very small. So we'll see how this one goes, but, I started the cherry blossom, and it's on 14 count. And I don't know if it's just the light colored thread or what, but I started up, I'll just use this as an example, up in this corner with the light, and then I went down and it kept gradually getting darker pink, and the white-ish pink, the light pink, just looked like crap. So I started back in the corner on, like, say, this part of the cherry blossoms. And we'll see how it goes. I'm just not real pleased with that pink. I don't know. I could go to the, what do you call it? The Stitchy store here. And see if I can find that DMC specific color. And go from there. So, I don't know. It's kind of in limbo. I don't know if I can go back and try to order it in an 11 count and just throw the 14 count away. I don't know. I'm just not real happy. So, from now on, from this point forward, I'm only going to get 11 counts. I like the way the coverage is and what it looks like and what the thread looks like. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So I had to turn it so that I could work on it here. Now, another thing that I found out, and we'll use this as a prime example. Do you see the black? I don't think here. It looks better here. See the little half triangle things? If you stitch all this other stuff around it, you can't tell what that symbol is. So this time we're going to start with those and see how it goes. All right. And this does have some French knots, as you can see, but it does have the and this is back stitching. Tells you what colors are what for back stitching. But the French knots are these dots over here, and I don't know. It says number 40. I'll get to the thread. It's got like, gosh, I don't know. It's got 40 colors in it. So, and it has some extra over here. So 40 is white that you're going to put these dots. See the dots in the sky? Those are all French knots. All those dots. So we'll see how that goes. Now, I do have, heaven knows I have, some beads. And I can stitch it in white and put some kind of crystal beads, which I think would really pick this piece up. So we'll just have to see, you know, when I get there, instead of doing French knots. I don't know. French knots are just kind of, okay, I can make French knot, but consistently for that many, no, I can't make French knots that consistent. You know, it'd just take too much time, and it'd be easier just to cross stitch it in the white, in the white, and put a crystal bead where each one of those white dots are. It looks like the easiest part of this whole thing is the sky, because everything, it's not too bad. It does have some big spots of color, you know, everywhere. So we'll just see. I'm not judging a book by its cover. I'm just saying you got to have a plan. So, oh, excuse me, you have to have an agenda or a goal. Okay? So, we don't have plans, because plans never work out. But we're going to start in this corner. Look at all these beautiful, beautiful colors. I'm going to separate them. They're all stapled together here. But just to show you the beautiful colors. They're just absolutely gorgeous. And it's all attached. But look at all the blues. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I haven't even finished. This is just part of them. But there's a lot of thread here. And this is fairly good size. I don't know if I can find... It doesn't say. It doesn't say like a thread count. Maybe it's under everything else. Yep, it's 258 by 194. It says it right here. But just absolutely, positively gorgeous, gorgeous threads. Look at the purples and the greens. And it's just a very cool looking painting. Cool, I mean as in temperature. Not, that's so cool. Yeah, no. But just gorgeous. Look at the purple over here. And the blues. And they've got them pretty much strung out here, and they've written on it, you know, for the excess. You know, they put some on a thing, and then excess colors. So we'll see. First, we got to figure out what color. Okay, let me get that out of the way and figure out where that half black, or it is number 19. So we don't need that one. It's kind of a dark blue. Let me lose the rest of these. Oops, let's get a needle. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just a little discombobulated this month. I don't know. I swear. So. Well, if I can get a needle out of there. It's a nice big fat needle. You can see the big hole in it. And we're going to use 3 strands. So, what did I say that was? 19? All right. Let's move those over there out of the way. I have my coffee, like, way over there because, you know, crap happens to Laura all the time. And that is not going to be one of them. I've wanted to stitch this. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes. I worked last night on lakeside houses. I got a little bit done. Not as much as I thought I was. I just kept stitching, you know. And I finished watching, what do you call it? Marco Polo, for crying out loud. Let's get that orange out of there. But, yeah. It's got some beautiful, beautiful colors. Let's just wrap this up. I just wrap them this way, and that way they don't get all screwed up. And we got a great big huge piece. It's probably 1.5 yards long. So I always cut them. If I could just get a hold of it. And forgive my nails. I swear, I can't get my nails done to save my tush. I'm telling you. Okay, put that aside. Come on. Put that aside. Then we're going to separate this into 3 strands. And it's a fairly short strand. I'd say it's about 14, 18 inches. Not too bad. I'm going to have to turn on my light and then move y'all over so we can see what's going on. Hang on. Alright. Get it where it needs to be. Sorry. It's kind of loosey-goosey here. There we go. Sorry about that. And I just start in one corner. I've already got a piece of thread. Well, I've covered up my little ort thing. Just been kind of vegging all weekend. I've got my soup made. I made beef tortilla soup. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And we'll tip the light over there. Get everything out of the way. This is number 824. Now I've used 820. We're going to start up here and work our way down. Maybe. Everything's falling. Yep, because we got it all spread out on my desk. And no, I didn't make a loop there. I just tied a knot. Just not going there. So, and I finished that Sweet Summer Come Again. Oh, what day was it? It wasn't yesterday, maybe the day before. And I forgot to show it in yesterday's video. Now see how nice that covers it. The thread is just absolutely lovely so far. But that 14 count, I don't know if it was just the white or the light pink. You know, because white sometimes gets real funky if you stitch with it, you know, and you have to do a solid area. I don't know. Kind of weird. Maybe because I don't have anything around it, but it was like every other stitch I stitched in the wrong direction. So I started to frog it out, and then I'm like, nope, I just want to stitch. So, what in the world? Well, no wonder that didn't go upright. Yeah. So, make sure your stitches are going in the right direction, but it just looked like hell. I was pretty upset with it, and I didn't want to have to frog, because that would have just put me in another bad mood. So, we'll just go from there, and restarted it, and started with a different color, and just kind of going for broke. But from now on, I won't buy any 14 counts if I can't help it. I can't even remember what the others are. I believe they're 11 counts, but I don't know. I like working with the 11 count on these pre-stamped. Much better than, ouch, than the 14 count. I just stabbed myself. So we're just going to work our way around here. But this is such a beautiful pattern and such beautiful colors. So we'll just see how that goes. It likes to get stuck there. Now I know some people stitch with a very, very long thread, and I just can't stand that. It just drives me crazy. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I just haven't gotten much done. I walked into my other bedroom. I have a front bedroom, and it's full of crap. And went, nope, not today. Just could not handle it. No. I thought about it, but no. I just don't feel like making... And yesterday, the wind was blowing so hard that it just kind of put me off as far as having to haul out a bunch of trash bags to the trash. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know, maybe just take it one box at a time, but everything just gets shoved in there. And I was thinking of making a, what do you call it? A room where I could just stitch. You know, maybe put the recliner in. It would require my daughter coming and helping me move that recliner. Right now she's in lockdown because of her son, so to speak. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why in winter I always think that I need to clean everything out. Maybe because you're stuck inside. I have no idea. I don't even want to do it in the springtime when everybody's getting their house all spring clean. No, we're not that person. Not that person at all. Not at all. So, I despise cleaning and straightening stuff out. And then when I do it, you know, I feel really good about it, but it's like getting to that point. But we're going to get these little black squares done because I noticed when I was working on lakeside houses, I about got like this whole section done, and there's like 5 of these, this about same symbol, and I can't hardly see it. So yeah, we're just gonna start with that one. The rest of them you can kind of tell, but when you get stitches all the way around it, you can't tell what the heck it is or what color it is. And sometimes they repeat things, like they'll have, like this is a half square black, they'll have a half square blue or a half square purple or something, and you really can't tell. So, little suggestion, maybe just do those dark ones that you don't think you're going to be able to see first. So, that's our agenda for this. So, oh goodness. So yesterday I watched mostly all day Marco Polo. So I finished it about 10 o'clock last night, and I was just fried. But I stitched for a while on the lakeside houses, and it gave me something to do. I didn't feel like counting. And then this morning I was thinking about Circus of the Hearts by Ink Circles. And the more I think about it, the more I am about decided that I am going to restart it. Because it's just not working out for me to stitch 2 colors. My brain cannot wrap itself around you know, that changing colors. It'd be gorgeous, but it ain't me. Just is not me, and it's pissing me off because I love that pattern. And I don't want to have to really overthink it, you know. See, we got through that thread up pretty quick. It's a beautiful blue. But I'll use maybe, I'm using 550 and 553, I think. Don't quote me on the 53 part. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But it needs to change, and quickly. So, we'll see. And I keep checking on my 1, 2, 3 stitch order that's coming. So I don't want to get something started. I don't want to lose them scissors. Started too much. This I can work on. You know, I mean, it's all set in stone, so to speak. I don't have to worry about it. And yeah, so this start doesn't affect too much. I want to start that other one as soon as I get it, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, it's like I need a new start, right? I finished something, yay. It usually takes like 2 or 3 months to finish even a small one, because I don't work on it like all the time. I don't know what color that's supposed to be, so we'll just go right past it. That's weird. I don't know. We'll just stitch around it. Oh, it's these, maybe. It's that circle. It just got a little bled there. I was like, what in the world? So, yeah. And I looked through my new autumn book by Blackbird. And of course, I want to start all those. But some take like maybe 10 colors. It's not a big deal. But the, what do you call it? The stitch store? Well, the fabric store here is, oh, why did I do that? Let's just back that out. But see how nice the coverage is? Let me see if I can get it flat. And then bring it, just lay it flat. And see if I can bring it in so you can see how good the coverage is. The coverage is really good. Nothing's showing up or not showing through. So, yeah, whoops, we gotta back you out a little bit or y'all get sick. And I was watching, oh, I think her name is ColoradoCrossStitcher, maybe? I'll put her down in the thing below. But she's got the same pattern, and she's already picked out her fabric and got the threads and stuff for that same pattern that I'm waiting on. I was like, I wondered where I'd seen that, but it's just such a gorgeous pattern. So we'll see if I can accomplish that. It might take 100 years, but hey. You know, I was talking yesterday about that modern folk embroidery, you know, and how they wanted to do legacy quilt. Not quilt, I keep saying quilt, because there is such a thing as a legacy quilt. Legacy cross-stitch, you know, to pass on, you know, and something you'd work on throughout your lifetime, blah, blah, blah. All mine are legacies, because, no, it's going to take me forever to finish any of them that I got started, it seems like. Because I don't have small projects. Not at all. Let's get that little one right there. And see, now the next color that I'm going to do is that black circle. Because it'll get lost in the stitching process here. And I can use the sewing method on this, so yay! I'm glad this stitches so well. But yeah, I just keep sewing on them a little bit at a time, and I'm going to make a separate, I have those little plastic baskets, if you will, that I got at the dollar store. They were about $3, I think. It's not actually a dollar store. It's called Family Dollar Store. But they have all different prices of stuff. But, and put all my pre-stamped in one basket. Everything kind of got screwed up when I did my whip parade. So yeah, you thought that I just picked everything up and just shoved them in the baskets. So yeah, I'll have a basket for just these, and then if I just want to pull one out and stitch for a while, then I can. I don't have to go looking for it. I hate that. It better be at my fingertips or within reach. But that's just the way I roll. Or else it gets forgotten, you know. I mean, there's several in there that are forgotten. But, you know, it is what it is. So, don't know what else I'll be working on today. I would like to try to get another level done of the 2021 SAL for linen and threads, so that I at least have the framework done. But yeah, and then we'll kind of go from there. Just no plans, none whatsoever. Is there one way over there? Well, of course there is. I missed it. But I'm enjoying working on these again, and because they need to be worked on, you know? Just need to be worked on and finished. I have this piece of thread here. I might as well use it. Yeah, I usually don't go traipsing long distance over things, but nobody's going to see my back. I don't care. Just don't care. And I try not to pull my thread too tight if I don't have to. This is a nice, what do you call it? Canvas-ish. It feels like canvas. Material. It's nice and stiff and thick. Now, some of them I've gotten are kind of thinnish, so it's not going to, what I guess where I was going with that, sorry. Lost my train of thought again. Now I've forgotten, I've lost it completely. Oh, when I pull the thread too tight, you know, like on, say, 16 count, 8 of fabric from like Winchlet that I use all the time. If I pulled it too tight, it'd just cinch everything up. Now this won't cinch, which is nice. I like that part. Because sometimes I get a little heavy-handed with my stitching, especially if I can't figure something out, or, you know, I get a little agitated. But, no, it's supposed to be fun. Not irritating. And if it starts to irritate me and I can't figure out the count, we're done for today. Just won't work on it. I'll just go find something else. Heaven knows we got something else to work on. Oh my lord, there's just one. Okay, fine. We'll just do this backwards then. It was like there's that and then there's that. So I'm trying to move it over here so you can see what's going on. One little lone stitch right there. So, yeah, I don't want to go any further than I have to, but if it's to finish up a thread and not have to put it back on the, you know, the card with the rest of the colors, then we'll do it. If there's just a couple stitches. And then use it up the thread, because by the time you cut it, and restart, you don't have enough to stitch. So just try to finish it. Just trying to finish it. But this goes fairly easy. And the stitches lay so nicely. So nice. Nice and squared off. And the thread, some of the thread I've gotten in cheaper kits. They just disintegrate by the time you're halfway through your piece of thread. So, I don't know. It's poor quality, you know, on the thread. But so far, not having a problem. It keeps sliding. I'm going to have to put like a towel or something there so it catches. We'll have to figure something out. So, other than that, not doing a whole heck of a lot. Tomorrow I only work 4 hours, thank goodness. The beginning of my crazy work week. But all these boring days just drive me nuts. Just drive me insane. See, we're sliding again. So, no big plans. I can hardly wait to get my new thing so I can see if I can or can't do it. But bit the bullet and just my thread got all discombobulated. I pulled on one thread far too much. So I just take it down and straighten it out, and we get that bubble out of the thread. So, yeah. Dang it, it's still there. See, when I pull on that, I'm pulling on that, and it's not going anywhere. It's not cinching up the fabric, which is nice. And I know my tension on my thread has changed over the years. You know, I used to stitch nice and tight. And yeah, not so much. I've worked on enough of that 16 and 14 count stuff from better stores, shall we say. You know, because we used to only be able to get Ada from, the fabric store would have it. You know, when you went in to get other fabrics, counted cross stitch back then. I don't believe somewhere in my repertoire there is a book. I don't know where it's at right now. Of there's some counted cross stitch patterns in it. And I never did that. I just looked at it and went, what the hell is this? See, I've only had this kind of thing. So I went from this, where it was printed onto the thing, straight to counted cross stitch. And I like counted cross stitch. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But, you know, some days it's just a little much. So it's nice to have one of these to work on. And you don't have to think. You just don't have to think about anything. Well, guys. We're getting down here to the bottom. I still got that part right there. In this corner. I like to finish now. See, now this is a big space. So I'll probably finish out this part, you know, where the smaller things are, and then work on the full big pieces are, you know, afterwards. But I'll try to finish up this corner if I can. Sorry, I forgot to turn that off again. Molly's up on her perch looking out the window. What are you doing? What are you doing? She's just messing around. I don't know how she doesn't get bored with me. I really don't. Because all I do is sit here and stitch and watch FlossTube and YouTubes and movies. We don't do too much. What can I say? And I thought I'd sleep in this morning. I was up at 7:30. Because I thought I heard something. Like water dripping somewhere. I don't know. I must have been dreaming. The other day I dreamed that... Now, both of my parents have passed on. So, like yesterday, I took a nap. And I was only asleep for like an hour. I dreamed that my mother had fixed roast. And we were waiting for my dad to get home from work so he could have some of that roast because it was really good. I woke up craving roast, but I wasn't going to go get one and start it in the middle of the day. It had been 9 o'clock before I'd eaten dinner. But that sounded really good. So, yeah. And we used to cook our roasts in the oven back in the day because my mother didn't know what a crock pot was. I mean, at that point. I cook mine in a crock pot so that I can leave it, it can cook, and I can get home and dinner's ready. Yeah, it's an invention of this generation, I think. So, but yeah, that was just so weird that I was at home, and it was actually the house that I lived in when I was like between the ages of birth, shall we say, and I think I was 13 or 14 years old when we moved to another house. So yeah, it was just bizarre. Wasn't crying, but boy, that roast sure looked good. And I couldn't believe she'd fixed all that roast. I mean, there was like, you know those metal pans? Those roaster pans that we had? I think you can still get them, I hope. Because I might need one. But it was a huge, huge roaster pan. She must have had 3 or 4 roasts in there. Just cooking away. Yeah. Strange what you dream. I'm like, what in the heck did I eat before I laid down? You know? I have no idea. Because usually garlic or like French onion dip will send me into dreaming all kinds of weird stuff. Yeah, I don't think I can get that last little one. We're gonna try. We're going for it, people. We're going. Down. Let's see if I can just go across. Oh, we got it. We got it. Might have to figure out how I'm gonna end that thread, though. Oh, no. It'll work. Alright, guys. I know that doesn't look like much, but hey. If it takes 30 minutes just to get... Well, okay. We're going to say 20 minutes to get that far. Imagine how long it's going to take to finish this whole thing. Not going there in my brain. So. Alright, guys. Well, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it, and I love all your comments. Some days I get to them, some days I don't. But don't think that I don't read them. I do. I do. So, we will see you next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep stitching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands. God bless. Keep stitching. Bye-bye.